Welcome to, Scotsman Blathers about, oh, geez, I've just realised half my lights are not on. Right, that makes sense. I'm wondering why I'm so blended. Welcome. That's a bit better now, I think. I think we know where we are now. Checking all my screens, checking my volume levels. Just let me know if you can hear me, guys, because I was doing something earlier and I seem to have a bit of a problem with my system where I wasn't actually being heard properly. So do just let me know if you can hear me for those that are already tuning in. You can tell I've not been in my studio for like ever because I'm literally like, oh, look, oh, yes, it's all wrong. I've broken my studio and not actually paid any attention to it. So, thank you, Stephanie. That's lovely. Everything's a wee bit, I don't know. It doesn't feel right. I don't know. I'm confused. I will be honest. I'm a wee bit confused. Checking all my distances between mics. Reza. Oh, I'm sorry. Pronunciation of names is awful. I apologize. Thank you, guys. That's great. So, this is a very impromptu show. I have now not been on for, I don't know if it's a week or 2 weeks. I honestly can't remember. I kind of went offline after doing the Braveheart one to review everything I was doing. I kind of ended the Scotsman Talks 2 show after the first season. I decided to kind of close that down because of a few comments, and I thought I'm going to review this and maybe adjust it because of some of the excellent feedback I was given. And I went offline and then I just kind of stayed offline. And then all of a sudden I realized I wasn't doing anything else. I hadn't been in my studio. I mean, there's layers. I would love to say the layer of dust everywhere is because I've not been in the studio. This is just my studio. It's dusty. I'm a guy. I don't dust my studio. Probably should. It's an expensive studio, but I mean, I better just, yeah, I'm going to get into trouble. This is not my computer. So I kind of went offline, disappeared after the Braveheart one, which was a real shame because apparently that was a really good episode and everyone enjoyed it. And then it was just like, yeah, I'm done. I'm off. I'm leaving you. So I kind of, Resha. Yes. Okay. Excellent. Resha. Sa. See, the Scots come in and I'm like, Sha. Sa. Jesus, right. Oh, yeah. I know I'm terrible with names, honestly. I am absolutely awful with names. I went for a phase of just calling everyone Bob. It just felt a lot easier. It was like, Bob, yes. Hi, Bob. How you doing? Yes, Bob. Lovely to meet you. Even my mother was called Bob at one point because it was just easier than trying to remember names. There's a lot of nonsense in here, guys. Anyone that knows me knows that this is a very eclectic, frantic, maniacal, weirdly wired piece of hardware up here. And although I remember hundreds of stories, I kind of forget a lot of simple things, like my wife has a conversation with me. And basically 2 minutes later, I'll be like, what did we just talk about? And she gets really annoyed. And it's not the old cliche of a guy not listening, to his wife talking. It's just my brain. Like, she'll be talking and then a squirrel runs by and I'm gone. I'm out of there. My brain's just like, ooh, what if that squirrel was actually a dragon in disguise? Woo! And then it escalates. And then she's like, so did you hear what I said? And I'm like, do I do that thing a guy doesn't just go, uh-huh? Or do I own up and say, nope, you lost me to dragon, squirrel. It's just how it goes. And unfortunately, most of the time I do the guy thing, go, of course I did, darling, because I'm too cowardly to admit I completely zoned out. But anyway, thank you for joining. There is no theme, really. There is no kind of subject matter of this. This is a Scotsman blathers about blathering. This is the quintessential art of blathering, we could call it. If you're interested in blathering as an occupational hazard, do stay tuned, because basically what you're going to get is a masterclass in blathering without actually any structure or it's on record now. Damn it, she did tune in. Don't you hate it when you talk about your wife because she says she's not going to tune in and sneakily she tunes in? Yes, darling. Yes, it's on record now. So now I have to admit it's dragon squirrel every time. So yeah, this is going to be a master class in blathering with no structure, no what's that, curriculum, no actual teaching ability. Basically, it's just going to be how to blather in the truest form by me blathering. So as I say, I thought I'd come on because basically I hadn't been on for a while. I kind of have been missing randomly rambling and the shows, and I kind of want to get back into the shows. But the problem is, if anyone that knows me knows that I love doing what I do, but I also admit, and most performers do, but I also know there's a couple of asshole performers out there. I'm just going to put it out there. I'm not going to say names, that basically are just money grabbing, conniving, two-faced, manipulative pricks who don't actually care about their audience and they just basically push for what they want. That can be said for quite a large population of everything. But I've always had this great belief: there's no point me doing anything that I do unless you guys actually enjoy it, unless it entertains, unless it's takes you out of your world for an hour, 2 hours, half an hour, whatever. You know, there's absolutely no point to me doing what I do if it's pointless. And I'll be honest, God, sometimes it feels pointless, and that's not me directing it at you guys. COVID has made performing just feel really empty, really lacking in something, and it is really hard to kind of keep momentum going. I'm definitely feeling the wear and tear of it, and the reality is it does not look like it's going to end very soon for performers. Some guys are getting out there and trying, but I'm not willing to rent a theater to sell 25% of the tickets that I'm allowed to sell, because that's the reality. You know, you can 100-seater theater, you might only get 25 people in there, but you're still paying for the 100-seat theater. So it's a real difficult thing. So I'm feeling the strain. I'm feeling it. This week I got word that my last major event of this year has been cancelled due to COVID, I'm presuming. That's what I'm going to say. I haven't spoke to the organizers fully, but I'm going to presume it was once more the COVID that ended it. It is now becoming a kind of mythical, sort of monstrous creature in my mind. It's like a lurking, shadowy monster, you know, just off screen, waiting to devour any innocent creatures that happen to roam by. That is now the COVID. Unfortunately, it failed in its duty in America. Bit disappointed on that one. Apparently, though, we're not allowed to say anything overly negative, so I won't name names. However, yeah, it's definitely been, oh geez, look, see, okay, guys. Subconsciously, I'm sitting here. I don't know if you were wondering what was going on with my hands. I'm basically squeezing a stress ball, right? This just shows you, normally I'm a little bit frantic and erratic when I do my shows, especially these ones. But this just shows you my state of mind clearly. I am basically squeezing a stress ball while chatting to you. Obviously, this is calming me down with the whole situation of the world. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's all those factors. But yeah, I will be honest, guys, it's definitely starting to get to me. I'm starting to feel very beaten down. My energy level when it comes to anything performance or creative is definitely lacking. One of the reasons I'm kind of forcing myself to come on tonight, and again, that's nothing negative for you guys. That's just me trying to basically get back into a routine, because I don't want to just completely slip out of everything that I do, because this little padded cell is my world. But yeah, it's definitely a kick in the teeth, and losing my last big gig of the year has definitely, I think, had a wee bit of an effect on me that I didn't think it would. I wasn't sure about it. You know, it's just one of those things. The event itself I was looking forward to, but I had some reservations that I still had to speak to the organizers about. But unfortunately, that's now been taken out of my hands. So yeah, That's one of the reasons I kind of vanished off doing the live stuff, but also because, as I mentioned earlier, I always ask you guys for advice, not advice, I'm arrogant swine of a man. I don't need your advice. I know how to, but I always like your opinions and your views when I'm doing a show. And I got some amazing feedback on a couple of the shows that I was doing. And I also looked at the stats. And I think I mentioned this before, like the Blathers shows, like these ones always get, whether it's themed or me just rambling, always get quite a nice viewing number. At the moment, it looks like we're sitting at 12. It's been between 8 and 12. Sometimes we shoot up to 20, 25. It always varies. It's not monstrous numbers, but to be honest, for a random Scots guy splaffing bullshit on Facebook and various live streaming platforms out the blue, I kind of look at that as a win, okay? I've had less viewers than this at a fringe show. I'm just saying. Brooks was mentioned. I've had less audience numbers at Brooks, mainly when the jousting was on. I always cursed them for putting me on stage when the jousters was on. How am I supposed to compete with big, meaty pieces of flesh and the horses and big sticky sticks and slappy, pointy, sticky stick stuff? So I always had small audiences there. So I always look at this achievement. See, I've just lost someone. Apparently that was a jouster from Brooks, got insulted by my belittling their profession. But yeah, so I always ask for your opinion. I always kind of gauge my stats and that, and these always get decent views. The talks too were always started off really strong, and then they kind of diminished, and I was curious about that. And I got some lovely feedback on that as well. And one of the ones that really stuck with me, and this is why I kind of ended the season while I kind of assessed things, was there was a lot of kind of comments about they couldn't connect with the guest, not necessarily because the guest themselves wasn't interesting, but because the guest, there was no kind of connection, there was no story, there was nothing for them to really sink their teeth into. The purpose of that show, from my point of view, was just to constantly basically talk about performing arts and keep it in everyone's minds, to remind everyone how important it is during these dark, hideous, hellish days. What's this thing? Yeah, Jacob, and I totally there's another great example. Jacob, my friend, he works in a very tough kind of profession, particularly with the COVID and all that. There's so many things to be kind of balancing off there. But yeah, so I definitely have taken a slump in the last couple of weeks, and that's why I've disappeared. But I've also been trying desperately to review what I'm doing, because I want to put out content that is actually worthwhile for you guys. Because as I say, hey, if you guys aren't watching, then I'm just talking to myself in a room, which is pretty much what I do every day with my admin side of things. So got to adjust my pillow. I'm getting old. I've got a pillow on my bar stool studio seat, just because, my bony, my bony buttocks, because I'm an old man now, the rump, the voluptuous, curvaceous rump isn't exactly as voluptuous and curvaceous. It's weird, actually, when you get older, because when I was young, I had quite a nice ass and a fairly flat stomach. Now I've got a flat ass and my stomach's rounding. I mean, it's like, seriously, whoever created us, kind of really bad sense of humor. I'm just saying that, really bad sense of humor. But no, there's a couple of ideas that I have, and I wanted to come on and just chat and ramble and throw them at you. But we are also in October, which is one of the greatest months ever. Halloween. I mean, honestly, Halloween, fuck Christmas. That can get to hell. That big fat jolly. I nearly called him the P word. Oh my God. See how dark my thoughts are going. I nearly just called Santa an inappropriate criminal. I mean, technically he does come down your chimneys and he does sneak into your children's rooms, which is a bit suspect. Even as a bairn, I always thought a bit suspect. But Halloween, I mean, come on. There's a holiday we can all get into. Blood and guts and scares and gore and delights. And me and Krista, we have literally, she is a fanatic for Halloween. She loves it. And she has literally been putting me on a horror movie binge again, which I am not against. We have been sitting every night. We put on a horror movie. We go to bed, watch a horror movie. We even ordered one off Amazon because she wanted me to see one called Trick or Treat, which I love. And it was because I kept seeing the Halloween costume of that character, Sam. Why is my Steam coming up? Turkey. He's not listening. He won't be watching because he's doing his own stream. Turkey, I'm doing my own stream. I told you I was doing my own stream when I left your stream. Wait a minute. Let's just see if anyone's on Twitch. No one's on Twitch at the moment to tell him. But yeah, so I watched Trick or Treat. Oh, loved it. Sam is watching too. Oh, Sam, you're Sam Cliff. Yeah, but if anyone hasn't seen Trick or Treat, this is not a full movie review, but what I will say, it's phenomenal. It's not overly gory, it's not overly scary, but the underlying theme is absolutely amazing. It's kind of like 4 or 5 stories woven into the Halloween night, all with the subplot of this main character, Sam, who is apparently like the god or a spirit of Halloween. And it's brilliant. I just love it. And I now think I'm going to have to, there's a couple of things. Five Nights at Freddy's, I want to adorn my studio with the masks. And I want to adorn myself with I think I'm going to have to get the Sam outfit. I'm actually just looking it up. You know, if anyone hasn't seen it, I need to find an image here of Sam, because not that one, that one, the proper image. There we go. Let's just save that. Save, and then we'll go there. See, what I love about my new systems is I can do weird shit like this now, and it makes me kind of happy, even though I'm now not concentrating on you guys, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm just like looking completely elsewhere and doing my thing. There we go. Boom! Sam from Trick or Treat. Oh, I love it. I love it. This little dude here. Awesome. These things I love, by the way. Jack-o'-lanterns, man. I just have a thing about the masks and like loads of pumpkin stuff, but the jack-o'-lantern pumpkins, I love them. I am totally into Halloween, so much so that late last month I actually bought Halloween candy already, just in case kids can come to the door, and then I ate a box of it. Yeah. I was like, oh, darling, can I just have a wee bar of chocolate from that? Basically, the Halloween candy. And she was like, yeah. And then every time I went by it, every preceding day, I would just grab a couple of bits. I discovered a couple of days ago, I was like, oh, shit. I've literally filled this box, which will explain why my ass is getting flat and my belly's getting round. Oh, someone's on Twitch. What's this? Oh, okay. Thank you, IVO. I will change that. Basically, I do this through StreamYard, so it kind of just goes to Twitch. I need to maybe look at my Twitch and adjust all that, but I appreciate it. Oh, by the way, if you're a friend of Turkey Boots, do remind him I'm doing a live stream now and tell him to stop inviting me to his stream game. Bloody idiot. I love him to bits. But anyway, Halloween, Trick or Treat. Oh, but it's so sad because this year we might not get to do it. And I'm kind of gutted about that because it's always fun. We've got a nice wee community here. The kids are all grown up. I reckon some of the lads will be too old next year for it because, you know, you get to that age and like, I'm not going trick or treating. No, I'm going doing the part to have a bevy with my mates. Not that I think these two lads would do that, because there's a huge difference between 15-year-olds in Canada and 9-year-olds in Scotland. Just one of those things. Let's just have a week. Like, oh yeah, I know, Carrie. I totally screwed up, and I've said to my wife, I'm like, this. I'm gonna have to go and replace this out of my pocket, not like the groceries budget. But she knew it was gonna happen, and she's laughing at me probably, and she's slightly annoyed at me as well. But it's like because there's so like, come on, guys, you get one of those little aero bars and you're like, I'm a giant, a wee tub of Smarties, and it's like a whole one of those wee tubs, man. It's like, just it's an easy mouthful. I mean, everything makes you just feel like you're a giant and you're like, whoa. And then after you've eaten them, areas of you have become giant. They've become slightly engorged and it's not good. It's not good. Let's do Blathers a bit. Oh, yes. Yeah, that could be. Yeah, I think I'm going to try and do a bit more Halloweeny stuff this month. Lindsay, that's a great idea. We did it too. Lindsay, thank God it's not just me because I feel awful, but at the same time, arrows, Kit Kats, holy shit. Okay, guys, right? Kit Kats are a very common thing, you know. In the UK, a Kit Kat it's just a chocolate biscuit that you buy at the grocery store in packs, you know. And if you have guests around, oh, I'll break out the Kit Kats or something. But my God, I didn't realize how much I'd miss Kit Kats. They're the first thing to go. They're tiny. They come in two, so you can still snap them, and you're, and but I don't bother. I just take the wee bar and shove it in my mouth and crunch away. It's just, oh, there's my wife having a go at me. Yeah. Yes, I remember you saying that, Liam. You live in an adults only building, but you still buy a few for the kids. Yes, I know. I've been really bad, and I'm not going to. I need to slightly get back in shape because I'm becoming. What's the word? I'm middle-aged, I suppose, is the term, and I'm definitely becoming a little bit squidgier. Now, I could put it down to the Achilles tendon injury last year, but I probably have to admit it's the bad diet and lack of exercise, and definitely this year, lack of shows. I feel that is awesome. I'm gonna have to kill him. I'll deal with turkey later. I was actually gonna send him a hat of a cooked turkey for your turkey god's day. We worship the turkey day that you guys have. Round is a shape. Thank you, Lindsay. Yeah, I know, but my wife wouldn't agree. She's just literally, before I came live, Krista's out there doing her weights and her exercises and her sit-ups. And I'm like eating a chocolate bar, walking by her going, right, I'm going to go on live. It's like, it's just so wrong. Fluffy, isn't that the term for getting bigger these days? Fluffy. I used to work with a guy in Edinburgh who was called Fluffy. That was his actual name. Crazy. Come in with me. We'll do 20 clicks. You know, the thing is, Cliff, I put it down to not having the walking tours. 20 clicks is nothing. When you're doing 7 walking tours a day, an hour and a half each walking tour round Edinburgh, 20 clicks is nothing. And you do that 7 days a week, man. I do miss my walking tours. Anyway, so yes, Halloween. Lindsay, I am going to take a wee note of that Halloween comment because I do think a few shows on Halloween or Samhain. Yes, I know. All Hallows Eve. Yes, I know my shit. Maybe a wee bit a Blathers about traditional one on that would be good for this month. But yeah, shows. This is what I want to run by you guys. This is one of the reasons I came on, not to talk about my ever engorging, expanding belly, my Jabba the Hutt impersonation. Basically, my Halloween costume this year, kids, will be Jabba the Hutt. I'm just going to paint myself green and everything's going to be fine. Oh, you know, it'll be okay. I'll be fine. Okay, what's this? I watched Jacob's workout. Lindsay, that's Lindsay, I thought you did a lot. I thought you guys worked out together. Now I feel better, Lindsay. Thank you. Yeah, no, I don't walk through snow. It snowed today, guys. What the shit fuck is that all about? Krista's like that. Callum, don't look out the window. Now, guys, if your wife says don't look out the window, what's the first thing you're going to do? Because you know that if you don't look out the window, you might get into trouble because you didn't listen to her, going back to our previous conversation. So, of course, I looked out the window and holy shit, the expletives that emptied from my throat, my vocal cords, I just couldn't believe it. Snow. Oh, I'm not ready. This year is bad enough without snow. And I know it's coming. I know it is, but jeez, it's going to be tough. Let me just check these. Yeah, I actually took part, Lindsay, just to make you jealous because I know you like this stuff. I actually took part in a lot of the events for Halloween in Edinburgh, the Beltane stuff earlier in the year. Not wait a minute, getting that. Yes, Beltane, Samhain, Beltane, yeah, Beltane and Samhain. All the kind of fire events that they put up in Calton Hill and all that. I once was a part of them, and for any of my Viking friends, we did it in style. Oh yes. We had furs. Oh yeah, we were covered head to toes. We were chainmailed, furred up Vikings with face paint. Yes, just to blasphemer in the face of history. Um, so I'm just checking all these. Yeah, killed the fire. Well, that's a positive, Mike. That's actually one good thing. If it got rid of those forest fires, that's amazing. All hail the snow outside of Calgary, outside of Canyon Meadows. It can snow. No, it can snow kind of everywhere about apart from the south. Anywhere that I need to go, as long as it doesn't snow, I'm happy. Everywhere else, it can blizzard. Okay, how's that sound? There we go. So yeah, Halloween's coming up. I'm excited. I love it. I don't know how it's going to be this year. Of course, we just don't know. I love the fact that people are getting inventive. I still don't know if that inventiveness will work because technically every candy bar is going to have to be disinfected. That's why I feel it is my civic duty just to eat them all before the kids come. I'm saving them from COVID. Boom, boom, boom. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. There we go. Yeah. That's exactly what I'm doing. I am saving the world from COVID, one tiny little chocolate bar at a time. I'm feeling this mic is awfully live tonight. I don't know. You guys getting any feedback or any weird sounds off my mic tonight? Is it sounding quite crisp and clear? I'm still learning this new system. I'm kind of hearing something in here and I can't quite figure it out. I wonder if I do that, see if that makes any difference. I sound fine. Thank you, darling. And diabetes. Thanks, Cliff. That's my wife that, has the diabetes, Cliff. I don't find that funny. Anyway, I'll get slapped for that comment. No, life is good. Life is just crazy. Hey, Warren, how you doing? Nice to see you. Yeah, life is just weird, and the performance world is just starting to kill me. So I know I'm on this. Oh, by the way, Wave 2 is coming. Just accept it. It's coming. Anybody who's sensible, and I would estimate most of the people that watch my shows are not saying, no, you guys. I mean, you probably need to be a little bit odd to watch my shows, but I actually think most of the people I know, I can see the names, are actually quite intelligent people, apart from Cliff. He hits his head off walls, man. But all the rest of you are fairly intelligent, so we all know it's kind of coming. And if you don't realize that, I ask you just to look at the world news. I've said this before, my phone is a UK phone, so I get UK updates, and holy shit, they are going down the Swanee. The UK is basically they're 14,000 new cases a day. They're getting 70, 80 deaths every couple of days now. They're in the shyster. I got to be honest, I'm a bit disappointed with Edinburgh because they're screwed as well. But that was because of a big anti-mask rally, which really upset me. That the Scots are that goddamn dumb, but then of course they are, because we eat deep fried Mars bars. I mean, how dumb do you need to be? That's just, oh. But anyway, yeah, it's going to come, guys. There's a lot of stuff being bandied about November, so I am desperately trying now to get my self programmed in, because the reality is Broadway's shut down until next year, May to June, they're saying. Other live performances aren't going to be happening, and I need to make a life. I need to make a living, so I am desperately looking at every online thing. So it's even going to be more than my live streamings. Let me just see. I think I saw a comment made there. Sounds, yep, excellent. Yeah, just you making weird sounds. Yeah, but one, the thing is, I know you understand these weird sounds because you've got friends that make even weirder sounds than these. Ah, yes, yeah, okay. Cliff. There's Cliff backtracking. What I love about Cliff, he's such a nice guy. So he's now backpedaling, thinking he's genuinely made a horrible comment. And I'm like, yeah. After all these years, he still doesn't get it. I mean, like Jacob, Warren, Liam. Most of the people on here know me, but Cliff's still getting used to me being an absolute, yeah, basically just me. So Halloween's coming. The world is burning. America has still, thankfully, been blocked out. A lot of love to my American friends that are actually the sensible ones. And the second wave is definitely coming. So some of us have got to figure out how to convert everything online and actually enjoy it. Because I'll tell you guys, sometimes this is tough. I think I'm going to have to invest. Actually, okay, here's a way, just a wee idea. If I invested in Zoom, the proper Zoom, not the Scottish cheap ass 40-minute Zoom, and I was to do some live shows where you guys could actually be more interactive, and I was to say charge, no, let's just say $5 a ticket. Is that something people would? I mean, like not just you guys, but do you think people would jump on board if it was like $5 a ticket or something for an hour or so of storytelling or fun? I mean, I don't know. I'm dubious how these things work. Problem is, I don't have much. I mean, I've got Sam. Hey, that one. I really need to remember what side to do. Green screens are new to me. I just see what's really weird is you see him, I turn around and I just see a green screen. So I still get very confused by all this. But yeah, so this is one thing I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about maybe trying to do Zoom shows as well and actually do like ticketed events. I could probably do that on Facebook as well. But the Facebook system is so confusing. But I would be like literally donation or a couple of bucks a show, because the reality is, I mean, I don't know. I love what I do, but storytelling, certainly, I don't know how much value it has at the moment. People are definitely looking for much bigger, showier stuff. And I'm just not prepared to do a burlesque pole dancing show in my studio. For one, there's just not enough room. I mean, I could basically I could do Star Wars napkins. I haven't done that for years. Star Wars napkins. I would need to remember all the hand movements. I remember being able to do Slave One. I could do Jabba the Hutt. I could do R2-D2. I could do the Millennium Falcon. I'd need to remember Star Wars napkins. It's a whole dinner show. Like literally just me and my family, we made this up one day. Oh, thanks, Lindsay. I would end up kicking a hole in the wall because I built the studio, so it's probably not that sturdy anyway. Finger puppets. I could just create a whole show in here, couldn't I? I could just do weird. I like cardboard cutout. Right. So, has anyone ever seen Forgetting Sarah Marshall? Right. Krista's not necessarily a fan of it, but I love the movie. I think it's hilarious. And it's actually one of the movies that always inspired me. And she's going to get really annoyed because it's why I wanted to learn piano, even though I never take piano lessons, off my wife who teaches piano. And like when I do take lessons after about a month, I'm like, I can't be bothered anymore. I can't learn it like within 2 minutes, so I'm giving up on this. I'm rubbish at piano, because of course I keep forgetting it's taken me years and years to get storytelling and learn it and do the apprenticeship, but I expect to learn piano in a week. And learn to read music, which it's one of my things. But the reason I love Forgetting Cinema is that puppet opera. I've always wanted to create something like that. And actually, I kid you not, I actually started to learn how to make that style of puppet back in Edinburgh. I bought books and I bought all the materials and I started to learn how to glue and cut and shape. And I loved making those puppets. They weren't up to the same quality as Jim Henson or that movie or anything like that. But it was fun making the puppets, and I wanted to learn ventriloquism. But here's the problem. Some of you might notice that I can't shut my mouth. So how the hell am I going to learn ventriloquism? Like literally my ventriloquism would go like this. So how are you doing, puppet? Yeah, I'm good, mate. How are you? Oh, I'm fantastic. How's life? Yeah, it's good, right? You know, you do realize you got to stop moving your lips. And it would basically go like that. I mean, I just couldn't do it ever. But I love the idea of ventriloquism. But yeah, me not like me. Hello, my name is da. Yeah, I can't do it. There's all these things you need to do if you're tongue and all that, apparently, to like form different letters. But anyway, I love that movie and I love the puppets. So shit like that, honestly, if I could do a whole puppet rock opera in my studio, but I would need to use something smaller. I'm looking around my studio as if I just happen to have puppets or something stashed away. I just tidied my goddamn studio. I know what's in it. And here I am actually looking around as if to say, I wonder if I have a random puppet shoved in here somewhere. Yeah, you can tell. I'm actually enjoying this communication, even though I don't know who's out there. And I see 15 people. That's good. Let me just see. Oh, yeah. So, yeah. My pal Bookie the Book. Oh, okay. I'm not sure, Matthew, what you're referring to. I'm just double checking in my head. I'm thinking, wait a minute, our conversations. Yeah. Yeah, Mike. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff I need to think about. Somebody actually asked if I had a degree recently because they were going to send me some online teaching stuff so that I could maybe do some online teaching courses. And then I had to admit that I was as thick as planks and I didn't. Oh, an improv puppet. I'll need to have a look at that. Yeah, thanks, Matthew. And I didn't kind of do the university side of things. I worked as a youthful person and went out into the world to forge my path. And education's never been my thing, to be honest. I've tried. I am self-taught. Everything I do is self-taught, and I'm not very good at it, as you can tell. Aha! Wait a minute. God, where are you? Yes. Or, oh, it still makes me laugh. I love that one. But anyway, excuse me, COVID's got me. Yeah, there's a lot of things happening, and I reckon I'm probably going to be out of the public face-to-face, as in physically you could walk up and lick my eyeball kind of distancing for quite some time. So I really need to get my ass in gear and figure out how to make things work in this studio. So I have some ideas and I want some feedback here, right? So I know some of these things won't make me money, but I don't care because I kind of want to just stay active and entertain and have fun. So Liam Rathburger is to blame for this one. Okay. It's his fault, right? Just give me a minute. I upgraded, folks. I upgraded. What do you think? I don't like doing it up because it kind of feels like a weird unicorn condom. Oh, what's going on with this? Oh, what's happening up there? Oh, wow, it's kind of glowing. Woo! Wait a minute. I might need to change my backdrop. Yeah, I don't like doing it up because, as I say, it does kind of resemble slightly a kind of weird unicorn condom type thing. Oh, for some reason that's reacting with the green screen. That's kind of fun. But yes, I upgraded my Unicorn of Love hat. God, it's warm. So I actually decided that I might just take Liam up on one of his amusing comments that he made. That wasn't me. When I did the Scotsman Blathers about sex, because he made a comment, coitus with Callum. And I actually think I might do an agony aunt style show for fun, maybe on a Sunday night, because hey, that's supposed to be God's day. So if we're going to talk about sex, let's talk about it on God's day. Also, a good start to the week for everyone. Get your dander up. But I was thinking of something like conversational coitus with Callum. Yeah, do you like it? CCC alliteration. Just for shits and giggles, agony aunt style. Basically, as you know, guys, people can actually phone in. So if anyone just do it as a bit of fun, bit of silliness. People can phone in, and even if they've got the most bizarre, random stuff, like I think it was Tarai asked about dating, and I felt my dating advice was just on par. Look at this pen. What the jings? Oh, it's green. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I have no eyes. You can't see me. Oh, I'm now John Cena. No, too fast. That is so fun. I actually love the fact that my green pen is completely. Oh, that's kind of tripping me out. Look at that. That's awesome. Sorry. So yes, I'm thinking Sunday nights I might do a conversational coitus with Callum. Basically, agony aunt style from the old days, sex and conversational show for anyone with problems. People can write into me with their dilemmas. I could read their letters. Obviously, all anonymous. I won't mention names out of respect. And basically just have a bit of fun with that. That's one of my ideas. Don't know how that pans out. I'm still going to do the Blathers shows on the Monday night, the themed ones and random ones, because sometimes it's nice not to have a theme and just come on and chat and do a check-in. The talks too, I'm definitely still working on, because I did take on board those kind of comments about the connection to the guests, etc. So I'm trying to work out how to get that connection going, how to get that stuff kind of there for you guys, so that it's a guest that you can actually go, whoa. And I just don't know if I can get anyone of a level that you would it sounds awful because all my guests are amazing. They're like, they're in their profession. A lot of them at a really high level and are doing amazing stuff. But I don't know if I can maybe get somebody who you would recognize. Somebody suggested, and I know how to get in touch with it. Mercer, what's his name? The voice actor. God, is it Mercer? No, maybe I'm getting confused here. Oh, I'll remember it. I'm thinking the Rick Mercer TV host now, and that's not who I mean. But yeah, so I'm thinking maybe if I can find names that you can maybe connect with, that you're more familiar from games that you've played or movies or TV shows. There's a few guys, and I know Liam knows a few people that I might need to kind of welch off his knowledge in the future. But at the moment, a Scotsman talks to is slightly on hold until I can figure out that formula, because I really want to get that one right for you guys. I enjoy doing it. It helps me with my interviewing techniques, and it's a new skill. Myers? No, not Myers. No, oh God, Mike Myers would be awesome. Okay, campaign guys, we need Mike Myers, and oh, geez. Did anyone see what happened to Rick Moranis? I blame, and Ryan Reynolds blames himself as well for this. He should never have brought poor Rick Moranis out of retirement. He should have left him in his luxurious house, looking after his family and just chilling. No, Ryan Reynolds puts him in an advert, and then Rick Moranis gets beaten up in New York. Not on. Rick Moranis is a legend, folks. Not on. We're going to hunt that guy down, and we are going to flay the very flesh from his body. We're going to pin it on the Empire State's Building in a kind of, I don't know, a visually stunning pose, maybe like a dance move or something, just to emphasize to the rest of the world, don't fuck with Moranis. Yeah. Okay, Lindsay, I'll take that on board as well. But yeah, so the talks too is definitely it's definitely something we will be progressing. I've actually set up another area, because once the COVID is over, I'm hoping maybe to have guests over so it can be a little bit more informal. We can have a coffee. Mark Meir. I knew Lindsay or Jacob would know that one. I knew it was one of them. One of them would get that. So yeah. Talks to. I also really like the idea, and it came from the back of the Braveheart one, doing movie reviews or talking about movies. But the problem is, I can't actually show any movie clips. I've been investigating copyright, and it's such a headache. Um, I, I would love to be able to do like what I did with Braveheart, and I know everyone enjoyed that, and it didn't matter that I couldn't show you the movie, but I still think it would be really, really nice to be able to kind of do movie reviews and actually show you the movies rather than just reference time frames within a movie. I need to figure that out, because I also really wanted to do I kind of wanted to almost do like create a wee radio station as well. But again, music is really hard with the copyright licensing as well, unless you use the free stuff. But the free stuff is, well, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. But yeah, so again, I really want to kind of like, I love this movie rant kind of idea, and well, doing movies that I love and hate just for fun, and bizarre movies. I was watching something else recently that was just like, sometimes you're watching it and you're going, oh, this is so amazing. And you're crying, the tears are pouring out your face, The Empire Strikes Back always does that to me, that famous scene, I love you, I know. And then Han gets frozen in card. It's so powerful. And then, you're watching like things like, I don't know, Old Yeller with the dogs getting shot, and you're like, fucking right, that dog was mangy. And it's kind of stuff like that, you just want those emotional movies. So that's something I'm definitely looking at as well, folks. I just don't know. I need to figure out how I can do it, because there are YouTube channels out there that do show movie clips, and I don't know. I need to figure it out. What we got here? Still images. Still images. I don't know, because apparently even some of my like soundbite stuff that I've got here, is can also be a little bit dubious. So I've got to be really, really careful. With a lot of stuff, you can still get screwed for it, But anyway, I was just looking at my sound effects going, yeah, probably get into trouble for all of these. Okay, so what do we got here? Sorry, just checking comments. See, that's a really good idea, Liam. I just dropped my pen. I'll be back in a minute. And what you heard there was the old man groan. Okay, when did that happen? When do you go from being vibrant? I mean, I can't remember the time frame, but like I went from being like okay, and then it's like every time I stand up, I'm like, oh, I bend over to get something, I'm like, oh, things crack and creak, and it's like, geez, I'm only 43. Surely maybe that is decrepit. I mean, I've not exactly been the most sensible with my body over the years. Let me just see. I like that. Get friends to reenact the clips, but really badly. Oh my god. Problem with that is I love it, but it's COVID would delay that. But oh geez. Liam, you're onto something there. Liam, I'm going to ask your permission to steal that concept from you. Is that okay with yourself? Because again, I don't like to. It's a great idea, but I don't want to take something that you could maybe convert yourself. Could show clips on Twitch. Yeah, you see, Twitch and Discord, you can do that stuff, but the problem is, the streaming system that I could use for them is a little bit more awkward and different. And I kind of still want to hold on to Facebook as long as possible, unless you guys are all willing to transfer over to Discord and Twitch, which for some of you will be fine, but there's a couple other yous, some of yous I know who'll be watching this going, what? Because I only learned them in the last month as well. I'm new to the Discord and Twitch thing. Let me see. Get friends to reenact. I think you can do watch parties on Discord. Okay. Plague Dogs was really emotional for me. Played. Okay, let's do 300. Oh yes. Oh, 300. Oh, this is Sparta. And it's really annoying because all he's thinking about is Glasgow. This is Sauchiehall Street, ya Raj. Oh, I love it. Yes, what a great one. About 36. Well, that's, yeah, Cliff, you've really messed up your body, though. I know that. All your football playing and all your baseballing and your, I don't know what else. Get you into kickboxing. Yeah. Oh, actually, Kickboxer. There's another great movie that we could reenact. Excellent, Liam. Yes, that would be lovely, actually. Oh my God, yeah. That's a good idea as well, Mike. Share watch. There is some sort of share watch with Amazon through Twitch if you have an Amazon Prime. Oh, see, that's the thing, guys. I might need to swap over to Twitch for some of these things then. But I know that a lot of you are familiar with Twitch. Yeah, I need to investigate that more then, Jacob, as well, because that's, yeah, Discord seems to be easy to use for many Twitch streamers. Okay. Let's look at that. I'll have a look at that. So that could be something you would be interested in. There's a lot of cool ideas in that movie idea. It's like I've got this cool idea, and I know that my one of my guests, oh jings, I've forgotten the laddie's name now. Oh, for goodness sake, Mr. Lycan, your head's gone out your bahookie. Oh geez. Oh, the author. I can picture him. I can picture him. Oh, geez, I need to look up. You know, this is awful, guys. I'm obviously saying, ow, ow. Oh, I don't know if you guys heard that slapping crack. That was my finger. Oh my God, the end is nigh. Whaley, jigs, crivens. It's all over, folks. I'm losing the plot. Oh God, I can. His name's in the tick of my tongue. Tick of my tongue. Tick of my tongue. Gareth. Jeez, there we go. I don't know, guys. I mean, maybe I should just, I don't know, maybe take up the honorable street cleaner job or something. Maybe it's all over for me. Maybe it's too late. I'm just a clumsy oaf of a man. Anyway, what was I saying? Gareth actually was really interested because I had this wonderful idea, and I know it's been done before, but I just think a nice take on it. I really wanted to do like old 80s, 90s music videos and basically like do what I did with the movie review, but kind of break them down because there's some really screwed up stuff there. And Gareth actually was really keen to join me on that. Might not be able to do that one as a live one because he's about 3 hours ahead or something. But I love that idea, you know, of actually like having the, you know, dissecting the music videos, especially having two British guys do it, because it's a very different take for you, for you colonials and your turkey eating ways. Oh, I went there. I'm going to change my backdrop again. I think we need Halloween. Not that's better. There we go. What's this? No, not Waterworld. Oh my God, Ivo. No, nobody wants Waterworld. Mad Max. We can all handle a bit of and like I would look great in a Tina Turner bikini, sort of like onesie thing, being like you know, in charge of the Thunderdome. I could live up to that shit, you know. I'd be like, yeah, you fight for me, yeah. And but nobody wants Waterworld. Oh my God, imagine a Kevin Costner world. Jesus, I love Mad Max. So Ivo, please, if the world goes down, if we all burn, we're all going Mad Max, okay? Supercharged vehicles, all haggling for gas, hacking each other up, basically master blasters 10 to the dozen. I'll get my Tina Turner wig and my fucking, I don't know, what was she wearing? Kind of corset thing, and I'll sing badly and strut about. And basically we'll go Mad Max, but not Waterworld, because let's be honest, if we're gonna like there's another movie I could do. Imagine, oh, right, one. I shall get my pen. So it's not as hidden now. I shall get my pen, and I shall add Mad Max Thunder. No, Waterworld to the movie tearing apart list because oh my God, oh Waterworld, seriously. Two men go in, one man comes out. Oh my god. Never thought of me with hair. Seriously, Lindsay, you need to look back at some of my I used to have a ponytail down to my arse. Okay. I used to have long, luxurious, voluptuous hair. I'm not gonna lie, me and my friend Eddie, before we would go out on Fridays and Saturday nights, used to get the hair straighteners out and straighten our long hair. We were a couple of lads, you know, a bit of eyeliner on, long dark hair, because we'd dye it, of course. There was a point I had slightly short ocean blue hair because I dyed it ocean blue, and I dated a girl who was really into white clothes and white everything. And unfortunately, my blue hair went everywhere, and it was hilarious, absolutely hilarious. I ruined all her. I'm married now, so you know I can say I ruined her bed sheets and everything. To this day, I still laugh. This muckle, like beautiful white pillow just blew. It was excellent. Get me a master to my blaster. Oh, really, Cliff. Oh, Ivo, you're on a total movie binge. Rocky Horror Picture Show, classic movie. Absolutely love it. If I had the body, the singing voice, and the talent, I've always said Dr. Frankenfurter is the one stage character I would have always loved to play. Unfortunately, I'm built more like Jabba the Hutt rather than Tim Curry at his peak. Oh, man. What's the shit doing? Nice, Mike. Okay, so this is good. So movies is something I need to work out a formula for. Oh my God, we could literally, okay guys, who's up for a Waterworld reenactment? I will film you, whoever wants to do it, and I'll just literally throw buckets of water at you. Anyone who wants to play the Dennis Hopper? Is it Dennis Hopper? Hopper, the guy who the villain with a bad eye patch, and anyone who wants to play him gets extra kudos to me. Actually, Liam, you'd make a great Dennis Hopper in Waterworld. You know, the metal eye patch. Yeah. Anyway, so the movie thing I think is definitely something I need to investigate, because I think that's something you would probably enjoy and have fun with. Also a new thing. Okay, so well, Mike, we know you are. It's part of your life now. Oh God, we could oh, is there a really bad Viking movie out there, guys? I'm trying to remember. Oh God, Valhalla, not Valhalla Rising. What was that awful one that nobody could get through the first 20 minutes of, that Netflix put on, and it was a Viking movie? Fuck. Oh, we need to. Oh, guys, right, we've got a whole thing going here. Okay. You know what, Ivo? I used to live near the water. Mainly that was called Scotland. Scotland is just like a wee island, man. Anywhere you live, you're near the water. I think actually the furthest you can be away from water is about 3, maybe 4 hours in Scotland. And that might even be at a push. Probably less than that, actually. I miss it. I mean, being in Alberta, I love where I am. I love where I live. I love everything. You know, my family, my friends, you know, you guys. But I do miss the ocean. Oh my God, I miss sitting on the beach on a stormy day and just smelling that sea air. And oh, it's heaven. I'm definitely a water guy. Although, like Billy Connolly, I do acknowledge that we don't belong there. That's why Waterworld's such a bad idea. Let's be honest, we do not belong in the water. End of story. We've been made our way because we are cumbersome beasties that belong on land, not in air, not in water, not in moon. We belong on soil, mountain. We're basically, we're kind of like dwarfs, okay? We belong in the earth and basically digging and diggy hole and hiding in caves and growing big beards and speaking in bad Scottish accents. Mine is a good Scottish accent. I watched the whole thing in it. What? Oh, yeah. Okay, the Viking movie. Yeah. Oh, geez, I can't remember what it was called. I'm sure it was something Valhalla something, and it was because it had a female protagonist. Not that that's a bad thing, guys. I'm not being negative about that. and being negative about the bullshit that the movie was. It was absolutely awful. They tried to blend Norse mythology and everything in it. And as a storyteller who loves Norse mythology, when you see it done badly, immediately you just want to punch the TV and then punch your own eyes and your own ears, effectively blinding yourself and deafening yourself so that you can try and wipe out the memories of that bad movie. It was terrible. It was terrible. So yeah, the movie thing definitely I need to look into then, guys, because that sounds like something that would be good fun. And then gaming. Okay, so this one's not going to be for everyone. This is going to be something that I'll probably doing more on Discord and Twitch, or Twitch and Discord. I think it's more that way. I'm going to basically try and do a little bit more gaming streaming on, as well as these kind of talk things. And I think the streaming system that I'm using only does do to Twitch anyway. It might go to my YouTube. But basically, I'm going to be doing a bit more of that. And the whole idea is basically it will just be me doing my gaming. There'll be some interactive games for community, which are always a bit of fun. I was actually on my good friend Turkey Boots. I think that's what his channel's now called. It was Mercy of Whims, but I think he's now just turned it to Turkey Boots. And we were just playing this really fun game. Oh my God. It's just in its demo stages, and it was called Animal something. And what it was if you imagine kind of sock puppet animals running about trying to beat the shit out of each other and throw them off things, and the last man standing wins. That was the game. Sounds basic, but holy shit, it was hilarious. Like, I kid you not. It's just like, I was a unicorn, surprise, surprise. And it's like, you run, you jump, and you drop kick someone. And the idea is you could try and drag them and throw them off, like the submarine or the ship or the airplane or whatever. It was just so silly and so much fun. So I'm going to start doing stuff like that. And then I'm going to do other things like, just me gaming and chatting away while I game, and you guys can basically be douchebags to me and scare me. Like I got into Five Nights at Freddy's, so I'm probably going to do a run of that. But I also I kind of wanted to do some random stuff on stream, because stream has a lot of quite cool free games out there, some of them in development, and I thought it'd be I've dropped my stress ball. Shit, come back. I'll be stressed if I don't have my... I'm not doing well here, guys. I keep dropping things. Wait a minute. I've dropped my balls. Okay. Oh, there we go again. Oh, jeez. It's like a weird small orgasm. That's what the sound is. Party Animals. That was it. Yes, thanks, Ivo. Party Animals, guys. You've got to have a look at this. It's tonight. It's still free on stream tonight, and then it launches. The game launches tomorrow. If you've got a chance, pop onto stream, find Party Animals, and just have fun. Oh man, literally, you just get to run about and beat the shit out of each other, and it's so fun. But basically, the idea of me doing the gaming stuff would literally be those community ones. So anyone who's into gaming, like I know Jacob's legendary gamer, I'm just going to tell you this now. Never game with Jacob. He steals all your kills. He basically gets in your way. He basically does everything to stop you from winning so he can win. And he knows that's not true. And it's a joke I have with him all the time. No, Jacob's a very good winner. He was in some... correct me if I'm wrong, you were competitive or just below the competitive gaming, Jacob. I can't quite remember now. But for Gears of War, he was in like the top, quite high up in Canada at one point, and potentially invited to some of these big gaming events. So I know he loves his gaming. But yeah, idea, better community gaming, those type of things where everyone can join in, just have fun, a bit of conversation. And then me just doing the gaming. You know how you see that... it's like there's I'd be here. This would be me, right? Like a wee head down here, right? And then the rest of the screen would be the game, and it'd be things like Five Nights at Freddy's or some of these kind of other games. And this month, if I get to do it this month, I'm going to focus really strongly on horror games. One, to scare the shit out of me if I can. Hey, Taco Maniac. How you doing? Yes, please ask away, Taco Maniac. Top 10 for Gears of War. That was it, Jacob. See what I mean? He's good. And when we play Call of Duty, holy shit, he's good. Like, we're all getting like 4 kills. Or one of the other team members is getting 12 and Jacob's up at like the 40s, just going, oh, I'm having a bad game. He's up in 40 kills. Oh, I'm not doing so well. And he's rattling through. Oh, it's amazing. Can you show some chest use? Taco, you saucy one. Wait a minute. Wait. There you go. There's a bit of chest. Look, the problem is I can't, because do you see the color change? If I expose too much chest, then basically my camera will become overexposed. Liam can explain what happens with that. But what will happen is the whole screen will just become a bright whitewash, and there's a very good chance you might all get blinded by the glaring white, pallid, peely-wally Scottish flesh. This body, guys, I'm going to be brutally honest, I haven't taken my t-shirt off in the sun probably since before I was 10 years old. I've never taken my shirt off to sunbathe. So what is down here is, imagine 1,000 camera flashes. Imagine the torch with 1,000,000 candles. You know, that advert you always see, this torch shines as bright as 1,000,000 candles. Like, when we're all going, what's 1,000,000 candles? Like, how bright is that? Well, imagine my body, right? And imagine the whitest white that you have ever seen. Times that by 1,000,000 white lights, 1,000,000 flashes of a flash gun, 1,000,000, I don't know what else is white, 1,000,000 white things, like 1,000,000 sheets of paper reflecting those flashes, 1,000,000 white screens, and basically what you have is not even close to how white my body is. My wife, when I'm getting changed in the morning, has to wear sunglasses and avert her eyes, because if the sun comes through the curtains and just catches even a slither of my white body, it will literally burn out her retina. So, you know, Taco Maniac, I would love to show you more of my chest, but no. I mean, there is also a rather manly and majestic piece of chest hair going on there, which, you know, is lovely, but it's interwoven with my t-shirt now because I've been wearing it all day. Okay, where are we? Lindsay, there is no honor in sniping. I don't care. You can say that Jacob's poor at sniping, but that's okay. There is no honor in sniping. Okay? No honor. I've actually tried to snipe. I'm terrible at sniping. I had some great games recently. I had some terrible games, but no, sniping is not. I know that. I think Lindsay likes her sniping just like Krista does. For some reason, the ladies love their sniping, but that's because anything to get us stabbed in the back. You know, shoot us from behind. I'm going to suffer for that one. Shit. Okay. Melodramatic much? Yes, darling, you did marry me. Oh, Jacob, seriously. Oh, geez. You know, I can kind of lock my studio door. Krista has the key, but at least I could maybe hold her off for a short period of time. But you're probably sitting right next to Lindsay making that comment, mate. So, where was I? I completely lost my train of thought because Taco Maniac asked for some flesh. I love that. Thank you, Taco Maniac, and lovely to see you just joining in for the chat. Always welcome. Oh, I heard movement outside my door. Folks, remember I was talking about playing horror games? I don't think I need to. Sometimes I just need to make the wrong comment. And because I'm in my studio, I can hear faint muffles coming from outside in the house occasionally. So I just never know what's going to happen. And now I'm actually getting nervous because I'm just expecting that door to burst open and her to scream at me for fun and try and scare me. Oh, God. Oh, did I tell you about her epic scream? Okay. Krista is a huge horror fan. She loves horror. And her only kind of phobia or thing she doesn't like is zombie movies, and I'm kind of always hit and miss with zombies as well. I'll be brutally honest. The kind of Night of the Living Dead was great. I loved them, but what was the other one? There was the two genres, and it was the punk rock one. I grew up watching that punk rock one, and it really freaked me out when I was a wee bairn. So I can't even watch them now. We were going through Prime Video, and there they are, and I was like, no, I can't watch them. But we were playing. I was trying out Five Nights at Freddy's, and I put all the lights off, and Krista came in because she was like, "Oh, what's this? Let's have a look." And she knew of Five Nights at Freddy's more than me. So I'm playing this. Oh man. And I'm like, okay, I kind of get it. Okay, there we are. Sorry, folks. I have no idea what just happened there. Can you guys still all see me? I've still got viewers. Everything's fine. Sorry about that, folks. No idea why everyone just shut down there for a moment. Need to make sure I've got everything plugged in right. He's back. Thank you. How much did you miss there? Because I was in a ramble and probably not paying attention. No, it shouldn't be the internet. Our internet is good. I think I just clicked something. She killed him. Yeah, I'm back. Sorry about that, folks. Don't know what quite happened there. But anyway, yeah. Playing Five Nights at Freddy, and you're getting nervous with the music and that, and Krista's watching it, and everything's going fine. And I get killed. And I think it was Foxy jumps out. And I'm like, oh, but Krista hadn't quite been paying attention. So she just turned around and saw this thing jump out. And I kid you not, she let out the most beautiful, blood-curdling scream. It was fantastic. But the problem is because I didn't expect it, I nearly hit the fucking roof. Like, because I'm just sitting here going, oh, okay, I've died. And then this scream comes from behind me. And I kid you not, I was just like, whoa! And it was just gorgeous. It was like, I love a good scare, and I don't get scared overly easy at times. But that was just sublime. And I've never heard my wife scream like that in a blood-curdling manner. And I was so pissed off because it would have been the best soundbite ever. Liam will understand this. Literally, you know, to get the perfect natural scream, oh my God, if I'd been recording that, I could have sold that like all day long. Like I literally could have put that as a on a soundbite and sold it because it was so beautiful. The pitch, the tone, the actual sheer terror in her scream was lovely. And anyone that knows Krista knows she doesn't. She's not. You know, she kicks my ass. You know, she basically she's a toughen. She is. So the gaming thing is something I want to try, but I'm still trying to work it out. I'm having to kind of the Twitch streaming system using what am I using? Streamlabs. So it's a different to do Twitch to get it all to kind of work. I've kind of got to use the Streamlabs because it's got all these additional apps and things that come in and basically allow me to have in what is going on here? Okay, God, I thought I'd shut down again. Oh man, double screen. I think I just knocked something the last time. Yeah, but there's you know, I can have subscribers and stuff like that to the channel, which kind of you need this different software to make it work. So yes, so gaming sounds interesting for some people and not for others, and I appreciate that. As I say, I will be doing a bit of a run of Halloween games, I think, this month. So that is my main kind of ideas that I'm looking at. So that's conversational coitus with Callum, Blathers, the Blathers, you know, themes and rambles. So this is what I call a ramble episode. The talks too, I need to develop more. Actually, one of my previous guests, Gary McLean, suggested me and him team up. So I don't know what he's got in mind for that. The movie rant seems popular, and I love the idea of maybe getting some of you guys on board for some Either that or I act out every scene. Paint me like one of your French girls, Jack. You know, I could do that stuff. I could, you know, don a wig, pout, be all romantic. You know, I could basically stage a sword fight between myself and myself. I could do it all. I'm good. I could do this stuff. So the movies one does sound like that'll work. And obviously for this month I'll try and get some Halloween stuff set up for you and some more themed stuff like that. And then of course the gaming. So that's my five or six main kind of ideas. And I literally, this does mean I could be streaming every night of the week. Not uncommon, not necessarily always on Facebook, so you guys don't need to get bored with me, but definitely I'll be potentially streaming about 5 or 6 nights a week. Do some kick-ass show. Actually, I've back in Edinburgh, I used to do something called the Clan Show, which was all about Scottish history, the history of the clans, the weaponry, the life, the living standards, all that, dress, how they dressed, etc. So I did actually do a historical talk as a stage show once, but it was for a part of a business. I think I've probably got that somewhere, probably back in the UK, actually. I've got a lot of stage shows still stuck in the UK. Oh, right. Okay, Jacob. So you're definitely on board for 300. Oh, no, we don't talk about the wenches anymore, Ivo. I get into trouble when I talk about wenches. That's the piratical side. When you talk about pirates, do history on pirates, you unfortunately need to refer to the wenches. This is going to get me into so much trouble. Thanks very much. But yes, there's a lot I can do. Now, does anybody have anything else that you think you would like to see me do, or you think that I could do, or is there something you've been like, Callum, I wish you would do a show like this or something like this? Does anyone have anything, any input, sensible input? I don't mean like sign off and never return, because that would be absolutely heartbreaking. But has anyone got any ideas, anything you'd like to see me do, either as an individual show or a long running sort of thing? A thingy thing, you know, like thingy things, just the usual thing. Yeah. Let me just see. Excellent. I think I lost a few people when I cut out, unfortunately. So yeah, if anyone, oh, and by the way, do remember, learn piano. Maybe if you stream it, you'll actually practice. Kind of got burned by my own wife there, guys. And I'm just thinking, do I have a sound effect to emphasize that I just got burned by my own wife? And I don't think I do. Well,
you know what they say about love and war.
Yeah, one involves a lot of physical and psychological pain, and the other one's war.
I think that sums that up. I just got burned by my wife. Thank you, darling. Live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, Callum Lycan just got burned in a beautiful manner by his gorgeous wife. That's life. I think, let's see. Okay, things coming in here. Outside. Okay, that's a great idea, Ivo, but you do realize what's about to happen in Canada. Okay, I don't know where you're based. You're by the ocean somewhere, so the chances are you're either in Canada, either on one of the coasts, or in America on one of the coasts, or maybe even a different continent. Washington, right? Okay, so Washington's yep, okay. In Canada, we're about to get hit potentially with the minus 30s to 35s or lower this year. They're talking about this being a really brutal winter. So what's going to happen is this. This is going to be my world. I ain't going to leave this house for the next 5 months anyway. So even though I'm saying lockdown might be happening, it's going to get cold and I'm not happy about it, okay? The only time I'm going to go out is when I have to shovel, which is basically the worst thing ever, but it's part of life. So yeah, unfortunately, the outside stuff will have to be cancelled until next year because winter is definitely coming. And we did get snow today. Okay, where are we? Maybe an interactive show like your last Fringe. Lovely, Lindsay. Yeah, I was actually, gosh, they are actually asking if I wanted to do the Fringe next year, because obviously we've got that option, and I don't know. Just as another side point there, I actually don't know if I'm going to keep my place in the Edmonton Fringe for next year, because I just don't know. I mean, even they're saying when they're emailing us, they don't know if it will still be restricted audience numbers next August. So I'm kind of like, do I really want to put out a couple of grand risking it? Or do I just basically dedicate myself to building up online in the meantime until we know we can get proper audiences? And hopefully by that time, I can then actually maybe just rent a couple of venues, theaters or something, and do a couple of like a live weekend of storytelling or shows or something weird. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But yes, interactive Fringe show stuff. I love it, because that's where I think the Zoom might come in handy, because I would love to see your faces. I would also love you to be able to interact with me when I ask questions, because I love the typing, but I also know that there is a slight delay here. So sometimes when I ask a question, you don't hear that question for a couple of minutes or 30 seconds to a minute. I have a dog outside playing with a ball. I can hear his claws on the wooden floor. Okay. You're sounding great. Honestly, thank you, Ivo. Savage. Yes, I know, Liam. She is. Do some sketches. Let the comedy go wild. I don't do comedy, Sheldon. I am not a funny person. There are some amazing comedians. I love comedy. I really do. I watch comedy. I think it's amazing. I've got so much love and respect for comedians. It's one of the art forms that I do have a lot of respect. I think she's burning me in another way by basically the dog is bouncing off my studio door, chasing a ball. I love my wife. Yeah, but I don't do comedy because I'm not funny. That's the reality. Leave the comedy to the funny people. I am basically just a guy who tells stories and tries to make people happy. Washington crap sounds very cool. I was raised in Switzerland. Oh, right, you were raised in Switzerland. Okay. Next to 30, yeah. I'm always up for more Scottish history. Excellent, Leslie. Well, actually, yeah, I was thinking of trying to develop a couple more of the sit-down walking tours as well. Because there's so much more to Edinburgh that I could do. But there's also like a lot of other places. I could even do a sit-down walking tour of Calgary, folks. You know, I did slightly develop a walking tour for here. But yeah, the walking tours I could do. And the other good thing about the walking tours is I can actually use my back screen. Instead of sharing the screen, I could literally do this sort of thing. Now, you can't necessarily see the whole image, but you get enough of a feeling for what's going on. So instead of, you know, that screen share, which I don't think works, because if the image is the wrong size, it doesn't work. I could basically do a couple more sit-down walking tours. So who fancies a sit-down walking tour of the Bahamas? We'll do something like that. We'll have fun. No, I promise I'll do better ones. Where's Sam? There you are. But yeah, so that's a great one, Leslie. I really appreciate that. Well, Carrie, I hope so, because you know, we'll wait and see what's happening. I've missed you guys up in Sedgwick. My clan gatherings that sadly both of them got postponed this year. God, I was so looking forward to hanging out with you guys again. Yep. So definitely some more history stuff. Yeah, I need to get back into my story sessions as well. I love my wife. So she's outside my studio. She's obviously watching the show, playing with the dog, and now she's threatening to actually play the piano over my show. No, darling, if you could hold off, I'll sign off in a minute or two anyway. Let these lovely people get on with their evening. But yeah, so that's some great ideas. Yeah, the sit-down walking tours. Thing is, guys, some of the I hate to say this, but some of the events that I'm going to have to do, I might need to put a slight ticket price on them now. But I don't mean like a $15, $20. I am literally talking about like a couple of dollars to $5, almost like a donation price for some of my shows. Simply because, unfortunately, the big problem that I'm running into is I am now not making any income at all. You know, I'm kind of hitting a level where life is definitely throwing me a big curveball. I've got through till now, but if this is going to continue on for another 6 months, even a year, I'm kind of really hitting the brick shit wall, whatever the term is. See, I hate it. Okay, so rule number 1 of when you're in business, basically be confident with your sales pitch. Callum, what's your sales pitch? Well, you know, guys, I hate to ask, but you know, I might need to put like a $5 or $2 ticket price on my shows. Like, you'll get like 3 hours of me telling stories, but you know what I mean. You know, I hate to. It's like I am the worst goddamn promotions person ever. But these are all things for the future. Most of these live stream things that I'm talking about, all the shows that I do just now, they're going to be my generic, just ones that I put on anyway. But if I do a special thing like the walking tools and all that, where I need to work a bit more on, I may need to start putting a little kind of like complimentary donations box. Well, I say that, but my PayPal's in a hiccup at the moment because basically it's stuck in limbo because it's in Canada, but I can't prove I'm in Canada. Oh, I hate bureaucracy. So I need to figure that one out as well. So I may no longer have a tip jar from PayPal, which I was using for a while, which was lovely. But anyway, folks, this has been lovely. Okay. You guys have given me some great ideas. What is that? Thank you for following Moradin. I don't even know what that means. I didn't follow anyone. Did I follow someone? Did someone follow someone? I'm really confused. Streamlabs has just put a message on my feed. I'm really confused now, folks. Okay, so this is the game plan. I don't know if you were keen on the conversational coitus one. I think it'll be quite funny. Maybe that's just a show that I want to do for shits and giggles and just make up shit. Oh, right. Sorry, Moradin. I got this weird comment and it looked like I had followed them because I'm on my stream yard, not on my Twitch account. It came up almost saying that I had followed you and I was like, I can't remember doing that. So thank you for joining. I'm actually about to wrap up this quick chat or hour and 30-minute chat, but I really appreciate you joining. I will be doing more of these. I'm planning on doing different shows every night for the foreseeable future, chat shows about history, gaming shows, movie rants and things like that. So hopefully some of that will appeal to you. Most Twitch streams have a super chat function as well where you donate. Yeah, that's the other thing, Jacob. Yeah, that's why the Twitch thing is something I might I need to juggle out. Oh, Ian, right. Okay, thank you. Right, I get you now, Ian. I'm still getting used to the Streamlabs and the Stream Elements and the Twitch things. So when I see new comments coming from different things, I get very confused. I'm old. I'm confused. There you are. It's not a ball. Oh, Cliff. Okay. Right. Ian, thank you for joining. A friend of Cliff's. Lovely. So yeah, I'm going to wrap this up because again, I'm starting to melt, but that is the game plan. I'll hopefully be doing some of these gaming sessions soon. Jacob, I'm probably going to reach out to you a bit because you've got a little bit more background knowledge on gaming stuff. And you said you had a few ideas, so I'll give you a wee shout. I don't think I'll ever stream Call of Duty through my Twitch because I think, to be honest, it's going to be really hard to... Nope.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
Wrong one. Oh man, I didn't even set that up. It'll be hard to do this one. Constantly, and me whining and moaning and bitching. And I'll tell you, Call of Duty has got so many more aimbots. I don't care if they banned 200,000 people recently. The aimbots got through that ban. Holy shit. It's shocking. But anyway, folks, I bet there are lots of people on Discord that are happy to help explain. Yes, there is, yeah. Lindsay, I will trust Jacob because I know Jacob understands a lot of gaming stuff, and he's been involved in that community. I also, as Ivo says, I've got a lot of people now on the Discord and the Twitch communities that will be able to help. But you know, Jacob's a good man, so if he's got spare time, I'll pick his brains slightly. But yeah, hopefully in the next couple of days I'll do some more stuff. still need to develop a few of these show ideas, get a few themes going. Do drop me a message. Find any of my comments, even in here, leave a message if there's a show theme you want for like the Blathers themes or anything. I know Lindsay's mentioned Halloween Samhain stuff, so I'll definitely develop one of them. But if there's a show theme that you'd like me to talk about, if anyone's got any advice for the Talks 2 show that I did, I'm always willing to take some more advice and kind of suggestions on how to develop that. I enjoy doing it. I want to make sure that the formula is right, because it's, you know, it's a slightly different one from what I'm used to doing. The sex coitus, conversational coitus with Callum. I'm sorry, folks. I think we'll be doing that. If you don't tune in, I don't care. I'm going to have a lot of fun. That's it. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to have a lot of fun with that. And the movie ones, I need to develop that. I need to develop that. Some people think I'm a good man. Oh my God. Okay, maybe I shouldn't do conversational coitus, but maybe I should be doing couples therapy with Callum. Thank you, Ivo. Yes, a wee bit of a fun show. Basically, I get to wear my Unicorn of Love hat. Basically, it will be hosted all the time by the Unicorn of Love. I upgraded, guys. You remember my old one? Yeah. Well, basically, I decided to upgrade, as I said, and I got a new one. I believe actually Turkey Boots has the same one. I'm Scottish. I've got more right to wear it than him. It does mean, though, when I do a serious historical piece on the Vikings, I can wear my official Viking hat when I'm doing a historical storytelling piece. Can't I, my Viking friends? Oh, I'll get shot for that. I'll get shot for that. I feel like I would like to hear Krista's opinion on that. No, not this time, Lindsay. Not this time. So, folks, I'm going to sign off. Thank you, everyone that's joined. Jacob, Lindsay, Cliff, Ivo, Ian, for joining in late there. Thank you very much, anyway, for joining. I see Sheldon, Krista, my beautiful wife, of course, Carrie, Leslie, Liam, of course, the wonderful, fantastic mustachioed Liam. Hopefully it's growing back for you. I know that you had a little disaster. Oh, I keep forgetting if you click on messages, the show. Oh, I must do that more often. See, I'm still learning. Mike, wonderful Mike. I saw Warren had popped in as well at one point. And now we have a debut. Guys, we have a special pumpkin guest. Yes, he has joined. He's not impressed. He's really not happy. Yes. Oh, don't hit anything in the keyboard, big guy. Darling, yeah, he's going behind. Monty has entered the studio. Oh, you know what's really weird, folks? I can hear the delay coming through Krista's phone that she's watching now that she stepped in with Monty. Oh, that breeze of cool air. Folks, I'm going to get off. Hopefully I've thanked everyone that's joined. Thank you, darling. Thank you very much. I just got a phrasing for saying I'm going to get off. God, I love that girl. I do love her. She's the most amazing woman. I do think she will be a part of the future shows. She doesn't want to be on camera, so she'll probably find a nice wee seat on the studio floor where she will basically fact check me continuously and sass me throughout the shows. I know a lot of you have already made comments that you would probably quite enjoy me being put in my place every 2 seconds, particularly the fact checking, because we all know I basically just, you know, make stuff up. Boom. Ladies and gents, it's been a pleasure. Thank you for joining this blather tonight. Thank you for your patience while I've been kind of away getting myself sorted and maybe doing a little mental health recovery and physical health recovery. We all need it at these times. However, I will be back. There'll be gaming, there'll be sex chats, there'll be more blather themes. There will be more talks to eventually movie rants. That one might take a wee bit longer to develop unless I just do the Braveheart style initially until I can develop it. And of course, we will do some more actual live shows. We'll do some sit-down walking tours, some storytelling shows. It'll force me to learn some more stories as well, or relearn stories that I haven't told now in almost a year or longer. But thank you very much for joining. As always, you're wonderful. You're amazing. I love you all. I appreciate you sticking with my randomness, and I hope that everything I do basically gives you a wee bit of pleasure, a wee bit of fun, and a nice evening. So thank you very much for joining. And Ivo, yes, and I hope you guys have fun as well, Ivo, when you join in. So have a nice night, guys. Any comments you want to leave, any themes, suggestions, just keep popping them in the chat. Find this on my Facebook, leave a few comments. Just, let me build up a repertoire of shows and events that you want so that I can basically start developing them. Let's be honest, I've got time. I mean, what else am I going to do? It's not much else. I'm not that talented. All I do is speak. So basically, if it's anything beyond speaking, I'm doomed. Thank you very much, folks. Have a lovely evening. Much love. Speak to you all soon.